And Carl Zander taking over for Bill Lewis, as Bill and Cynthia are going to be in Tampa this weekend, and I'm sitting in for Bill. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest speaker today, who happens to be our Director of Product Development. She just joined our Forever team, and we are really glad she's here. Her name is Holly Stout. She joined the Forever corporate team and brings with her 30 years of beauty and fashion industry experience. She spent the last 8 years developing skincare, hair color, and cosmetics for a global consumer in the network marketing industry. She manages a successful career as a fashion stylist, educator, and a veteran makeup artist for 27 years. She's done radio around the world. She's done TV, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. Also is the local Miss America judge. She's passionate about FLP and loves the fact that we have aloe in our products. So with no further ado, I'm going to pass the presentation to Holly.
Hello, everyone. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be able to participate in this webinar with you today. As Carl mentioned, you're going to be able to hear in my voice, I'm a very passionate individual, and the thing that attracted me immediately to the Forever Living products was, first of all, the heart and soul of the company. You cannot not see the reflection of the heart of this company without, when you meet the FBOs, you can see the heart, and it is so endearing to me because I get to know so much more about the company by meeting each of you. The next thing that really attracted me was the performance of the products. I was blown away at how well these products work, and that the immediate differences that I began to notice in my own personal life. So I'm really excited to be here. As Carl mentioned, I am the Director of Product Development. So I will be overseeing all of the new product concepts from the time we originate the idea, from the time that they launch. And I do bring an extensive background of working and doing just that. So I'm really pleased to be with you today. And we're going to talk about some information today that hopefully you'll be able to use. So we're going to go ahead and just get started. First of all, I'm going to introduce you to your skin. Now that may sound a little different. In the sense that you know your skin, right? You look in the mirror, you understand what your skin looks like and feels like, but your skin is very, very clever. And I'm going to help you understand today how to find a skincare regimen that helps suit your skin, but also how to talk about it, right? I can give you all the information in the world, but unless you have the right language to approach an individual with, it's not as helpful to you. So we're going to talk about some basic skin functions today. We're going to talk about some products that can support those skin functions. And then we're going to close with I guess an FAQ. So your skin. Now I know many of you have heard your skin is your largest organ, but if you stop and think about that for just a second, your largest organ, when you think of what all of your organs inside your body are and do, it is truly spectacular how amazing our body is and all the things that it does while we are just going about our normal business day. Our skin is highly communicative. Now, what this means, you may think our skin communicates. It does. Our skin will actually tell you what it needs, and it does this by the way that it feels and by the way that it looks. So your skin actually tells a story. Your skin tells its history of where it's been and what's happened to it. And again, it will do this in the overall tone of the skin, so how it appears, and the texture, how it actually feels. Your skin is very intelligent. It remembers how it looked and felt when it was younger. And because it remembers those natural processes, every once in a while, it just needs a little jump start, a little boost to help refresh its memory of those processes that it performed while it was younger. So this intelligent organ is something that obviously is it covers out the whole exterior of you is all your skin. And yet you can take such better care of it by nurturing it and understanding its needs and responding to those needs. And that's what I absolutely love about the Forever Living products, especially the skincare, is that these products are amazingly developed to address individual needs within the skin. I have to tell you, I've been in the fashion and beauty industry for 30 years, and I have seen and tested a lot of products through those years. And when I first started using the products, I was amazed by how they worked, but then I got the competitive advantage of coming into the corporate office and seeing the ingredient formulas, seeing the product formulas from 1 to 100%. And I can tell you it was at that moment that I was absolutely proud to be a part of this organization, because this company formulates with such high integrity. I cannot tell you that the high concentration of aloe that is in these products, it is unheard of in the industry. So that's something for you to boast about, that this company uses a high amount of aloe. So it doesn't just list it on the label. We don't just claim to be an aloe company. We actually live it. We are it. So when you look at those formulas, the concentration is parallel to none. We have innovation in full bloom. We are constantly looking forward. We're consulting science. We are looking at all the things that are available to us so that we can bring revolutionary new products to you to help you support your business. And one thing I really want to stress today is you absolutely do not need to be a skin expert. We don't want you to have to learn and learn all this technical language and be a scientist and be able to speak to that. For me, it becomes very easy that if you gain your own experience and you find something that works for you, that becomes very easy to talk about. That's a natural and authentic conversation. When you find something that makes your skin look and feel better, that is something that becomes very, very easy to talk about. So don't feel like you have to memorize all of the things we're going to talk about today. These are just for you, just some little tidbits of information to help you understand the functions of your skin and also the functions of aging, but then to give you some power in your discussions about the quality and the performance of the skincare products. And I also want to tell you, we want to know what you need and what you like. We are listening. Your comments and your feedback do not go unheard. So please, if you find that you need something, or you would like something, or you would like to see a product in the lineup of the Forever Living products, please go ahead and send those to them. I guarantee you we will look at them, we will listen to them, and some of our best ideas for product innovation come from you. So don't be silent. Please speak up. Now we're going to talk about skin aging, because that's the big buzzword in the industry, right? We all hear about anti-aging, anti-aging. Well, what does that really mean? Well, we're going to talk about some of the factors that contribute first to aging so that you can understand what you have to work with, what you can actually help control, and what you can't. We're going to start with the intrinsic features of aging. These are really things that are pretty much out of your control. These are the natural processes that happen within the skin that are created by hormones. Genetics has a huge, huge, huge piece to play in this, as well as sebum production. So what your skin does naturally are the intrinsic factors that contribute to aging. We're all going to age. Yes, we may age at different rates thanks to those genetics, but at the end of the day, we're all going to age and begin to see those changes in our skin. There are also what are considered to be extrinsic factors, and these extrinsic factors are factors that you can actually control. These are exposures to sun. This is your caffeine intake, cigarette smoke, the foods we eat, the lifestyle that we live. In fact, I want you to picture your face when your face is happy, when you're relaxed. Go to that moment, that wonderful memory, or that moment when your face is smiling, you feel at peace, you're relaxed. Then I want you to remember what your face looks like on stress. You've got those wrinkles in your forehead, you're frowning. Those are creating expression lines, and those are extrinsic factors. So all of those things we actually can control and be mindful of. You know, there are some buzzwords that we hear of in the industry, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about those buzzwords, because they really are buzzwords, but they're actually quite real. We hear about collagen and elastin. Collagen is actually the strongest and most abundant natural protein found in the body. So it truly exists, and it does do a lot of things for the skin to help the skin maintain a more youthful appearance. Its function is actually to strengthen the skin, so it helps to provide strength and support to the skin. And as collagen begins to break down as we age, as we are exposed to sun, as we take in things to our body that may not be as healthy for us, your skin begins to lose its tensile. Now, what a tensile is, I want you to think of collagen kind of as a mattress. When you actually lay down on a mattress, you think of it, there are really buoyant springs. And as you create, as some weight on those springs, you begin to create a divot and those springs become less, well, springy, less bouncy, and they begin to lose their form. That's exactly what happens as our collagen begins to deplete. It actually loses its shape and its form, and the skin begins to sag. So collagen is a natural process of the skin, and it's actually just reduced, and it becomes more weak over time. The next thing we'll talk about is an elastin. An elastin is also a natural protein created by the body, but it stops being produced by the body when we reach adulthood. So interestingly enough, by the time we're about 18 to 20 years of age, our body stops producing it. But it does function as the elastic snapback in the skin. This is the memory I was talking about. Your skin remembers. Your skin at one point snapped back to where it should. But as elastin breaks down, your skin becomes less flexible. Now I want you to picture elastin like an elastic band. You stretch it, and the more you stretch it, the less it remembers how to stretch back. And by the time you're done stretching that elastic band, it becomes kind of dry and crusty, and it loses its ability to snap back to its original form. When we start to break down elastin in the body through natural aging processes, as well as those extrinsic, or that sun exposure, caffeine, smoking, the lifestyle, foods we eat, etc., we're actually damaging elastin. And when elastin breaks down, that's what starts to cause fine lines and wrinkles into the skin. So collagen and elastin, collagen is actually where the skin begins to sag, elastin where you start to see fine lines and wrinkles. Both of these things we could actually be more mindful of from an extrinsic or an external factor of the things that we control. Now, how do these things manifest themselves in the skin? When you actually begin to see the breakdown of collagen and elastin, what are the visible signs of that breakdown? Well, first of all, UV damage, which comes from sun exposure, one of those things that we can control. The UV damage begins to deteriorate collagen and elastin, and it does it quick. If you think about it, the sun is kind of an invisible form of radiation in a sense that can actually do a lot of damage. It's wonderful for us in many ways, but it can also attribute or contribute to the aging of the skin, and it just can break down collagen and elastin, as well as do other things. It can add to discoloration in the skin. A lack of hydration in the skin is something that really begins to show a visible sign of aging. And when you actually have a lack of hydration, your body will actually begin to respond, and so these visible signs that are happening internally begin to show externally. So when you deprive yourself of water or a hydrating feature in your skin begins to sag, it begins to lose its ability to be lustrous, to be radiant, and it begins to become sallow. Hyperpigmentation, these are those wonderful age spots or discoloration that we see in the skin. And these, actually, there was a study that was done about the visible signs of aging. And with those visible signs of aging, they lined up people, and they had some with fine lines and wrinkles and others with a very uneven skin tone, or this hyperpigmentation. And in actuality, it was just as important for people to manage hyperpigmentation as it was fine lines and wrinkles, because those who had uneven skin tone were also assessed as being aged. So we often think, oh, I've got to get with fine lines and wrinkles, I need more firmness in my skin, and we ignore the overall tone of our skin. But it is equally a contributing factor to a visible sign of aging as fine lines and wrinkles. Oxidative stress is another thing that can contribute to the deterioration of the skin. And at the end of all of these, the visible sign is a skin that is beginning to sag, fine lines and wrinkles become less fine, they become more deep and more visible. The skin is not as healthy as it used to be, it's not radiant, you have a lot of discoloration. And those visible signs of aging are noticeable to people around us, but mostly to us. Now, we can always say embrace aging, and I truly, sincerely believe that. I believe that age is just a number, and the way you feel is the most important. But for those of us who are a little bit more concerned, and let's face it, sometimes we do have some opportunities to address these visible signs of aging, and the Forever Living products can absolutely do just that. It's a wonderful option for you to help with these visible signs of aging. So we're going to talk about wrinkles and some of those things that causes it. We talk about the breakdown of collagen and elastin. That comes from the sun. We already talked about the exposure to UVA, UVB, UVC rays. Gravity, think about it. Gravity is continually pulling our skin down. The improper skincare the use of skincare products. Most of us really rub it into our skin really vigorously, and we're really tough on our skin. And if you think of that elastic band, thought, when you pull it, and it just begins to lose its ability to snap back. So be kind to your skin and follow a right way of application. You're going to want to use upwards and outwards, circular motions moving upwards and outwards towards the hairline. This doesn't have to be vigorous. Let the products do what they were intended to do. You're just the means of getting the product on the skin. And remember, the skin does not stop at the top of the forehead and end at the chin. The skin starts at the top of the forehead and ends at the décolleté area. That is one continual set of skin that when people look at you, they don't stop and just look right from forehead to chin. They actually go all the way down to the décolleté to assess, to look at the aging factor or your even skin tone, or that when our eyes are drawn to someone, we actually will start at the décolleté and move up. So you're going to want to be conscious when you use your products to, again, work upward and outward on your neck and your décolleté, and you're going to begin to even out from head to décolleté, from the top of your forehead down. You will begin to see those benefits in your skin. Use your ring finger for your eye area. Now you think that's kind of a funny tip, and believe me, it's a little challenging to get used to when you're actually trying it, but I want you all to begin doing it because your ring finger is actually your weakest finger on your hand. So you'll use your ring finger. When I say ring finger, I'm talking your wedding ring finger. So you will use that finger and you're going to gently pat around the eye area. Never tug, never rub, simply pat around the eye area. That is enough. The eye area is a very delicate skin, and when you use that ring finger, it's your weakest finger and it will do the least amount of damage. So start applying your eye products with your ring finger to just, simply be mindful of the things that we actually can control that contribute to aging. Facial expressions. Now, I am actually in a mature stage and I am aging, and I can tell you I have earned every wrinkle on my face. I love to smile. I'm a very happy person, but I have smile lines, and I don't consider those to be aging factors. I consider those to be a sign of choices in life where happiness is a choice, and I choose to smile. But facial expressions, as the more you do it, the more the skin remembers that, and it begins to hold that shape. So facial expressions can be considered wrinkles. And then smoking. Smoking, we all know, is harmful to the body in so many ways, but what it does to the skin is it actually restricts blood flow and blocks nutrients from getting into the skin. The skin, again, is an organ, and it needs to thrive with adequate nutrients, adequate blood flow, just like any other organ in the body. And smoking can actually contribute in a very, very negative way to this factor. So we're going to talk about how to actually be in a prevention versus a correction mode. Now you think of prevention versus correction, the words are pretty easy and pretty basic to understand. When we prevent, we actually seek to do something to prevent what's down the road. With correction, oops, it's already happened, we now have to go back and fix. I would prefer to always be in a prevention stage, but if you're in a correction stage as well, just starting today by doing something more than what you were doing yesterday is a step in the right direction. So you're going to nurture your skin with daily skincare regimen, and we're going to start first by being mindful of that hydration factor. I want you to think of a plum and a prune. A plum is a beautiful, round, wonderful, I picture yourself biting into it and all that rich nectar, just juicy, just flowing down your chin. A wonderful fruit. When you look at a prune, all it is a plum that has been dehydrated or robbed of moisture, and that's exactly what happens to the skin. So the first step in a more youthful appearance is actually adding hydration to the skin. You will always see a benefit when you actually can provide more hydration for the skin upon that initial application. We're going to talk a little bit about skin types. Now again, you don't need to be a skincare expert, but you do need to be aware that there are specific skin types to be mindful of, because they hear these as buzzwords in the industry, and if you're going to be talking or recommending skincare, it's important to be aware of what they're listening to and what they're hearing, and being able to help them identify what their skin type is. So we're going to go through a little how-to demo, and I'll walk you through this of how to actually assess your skin type. We're going to start by standing at an arm's length distance from the mirror. Now, many of us have the habit of getting right up close and personal in that mirror and scrutinizing every little bump and every little blemish and every little wrinkle. But if you think about it, overall, most of us do not invade each other's personal space that way. When we meet each other, we're at least an arm's length distance, and that is how you're going to assess your own skin type. You're going to stand at an arm's length distance and view yourself as another person would view you. And now I want you to all do this. I want you to put your hands out, palms facing you. Then I want you to bend your fingers down and kind of, really press your fingers into your palm to where what's visible are the pads between your two knuckles. Hopefully you're all doing this with me. That is the most sensitive part of your hand, and that is how you're going to assess the skin texture. So rub, again, upwards. Feel the texture of your skin. Does it feel rough and dry? Does it feel a little bit more loose than it should be? Assess the skin texture. And then also stand back and observe the overall tone. Do you have red patches? Do you have some of those age spots that are beginning to creep up? Have you gotten a little bit too much sun, and maybe you have a little more red nose and a little bit more redness in the areas where the sun may have kissed your face? That tone is very important. And then you're also going to assess your pore size. And you're going to stand back and see, can you see your pores? And if you cannot, then they're invisible. If you have to kind of squint and look and say, gosh, do I have pores? Are those pores? Then those are small to medium, and if standing back your pores are obvious, they are considered medium to large. Most people will see this in the T-zone, which is across the forehead, down the nose, and slightly out from the nose, as well as down to the chin. And those pores you really can see, and if you have a question at all, but you do see them slightly, those would be considered small to medium. I'm going to give you some characteristics of skin so that you know how those things may apply. So now you've looked at the overall tone, the overall texture, you've assessed your pore size. How do those actually relate? Well, dry skin is often really flaky, it's really rough in texture, it's quite tight, and it's often very, very dry. People who have dry skin know that they have dry skin. Their pores will be invisible or small, and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles may be very prevalent, or you may begin to see them. Again, you think of a prune and a plum. The prune is that plum without moisture, and the skin begins to show signs of aging without the proper hydration. So you'll begin to see the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Dry skin can oftentimes as well be a little bit more sensitive to harsh cleansers. Now, you don't have to worry about that here at Forever Living, but for someone who may be coming into the products, they certainly may express that concern. Next, we have what's considered to be combination skin. Now, you may hear this as normal, but we actually like to think of it as combination, because combination is sometimes dry, sometimes oily, sometimes neither, and sometimes both, meaning it fluctuates, and it really can't pick one or the other. Your pore sizes are medium to large, and you again may start to see some fine lines and wrinkles as we begin to mature. Combination skin is probably the most common of all skin types, and this is one where people have a tendency of maybe not knowing what their skin type is. Those who have extreme dry skin know it. Those who have extreme oily skin know it. If they really don't know what their skin type is, they are most likely combination, because it may be sometimes dry, sometimes oily, and they don't really know how to lock it into one place. Then we have oily skin. And again, like I said, those who have oily skin, it's very obvious to them. But for you to understand, oily skin has that shiny oiliness that's pretty common throughout the day. You have large pores because there's a sebum production, which is the oil of your skin. It's producing a lot of it. Those pores are really large and open. Your skin texture is a little bit more rush. You have minimal to no fine lines and wrinkles. Interesting, huh? People who have oily skin, while they're fighting oil, they have the benefit of not showing those visible signs of aging as quick because they have that wonderful hydration and that oil production that allows their skin to stay soft, firm, and supple. And then oily skin can also be acne prone. So that overactive skin type can actually begin to be problematic for some. Now, is sensitive skin a skin type? It absolutely is not. You can have people who have dry skin that have sensitive skin, oily skin that have sensitive skin, or people who have combination skin that have sensitive skin. It is not a skin type, but rather a symptom of a skin type. So what you want to do is understand where those sensitivities are coming from. Are they coming from the harsh actives of a product? Are they coming from fragrance? Are they coming from some sort of an allergy or an irritation that the person is aware of? Sensitive skin is not a skin type. So what you'll do is you'll help them assess what their skin type is, and then recognize that because they claim to have sensitive skin, that there's an additional factor to consider when recommending skincare. And you're always going to want to assess the right skin type and not assume that sensitive skin is a skin type and then move forward. Now, there is one additional type of skin that I actually refer to, and this is a Holly term, this is not an industry term, but I call it angry skin. This is skin that has rosacea, that has dermatitis, that has eczema, that has high sensitivities to everything. These people may also have high allergies, cannot tolerate a lot of different foods, a lot of different climates. And I would recommend at that point for them to seek professional advice. We are not doctors, and we are not recommending cures to the people we come in contact with, and angry skin is one really that needs to be properly addressed with the right type of authority. So encourage them to seek professional advice, and then once they do, then work with them to introduce them into the Forever Living products, because once they're under the care of a doctor or a professional, then at that point you know the parameters that you can work in, and then feel free to begin to offer the amazing products that we have available. Now, your skin type can change, and I don't know how many people know this. If your skin is dry today, it certainly can become combination tomorrow, or it could become oily. Because our skin types may be overall dry does not mean that if we don't go through some changes that it won't change itself. So diet, hormones, medications, stress, or relaxation that isn't typical. Isn't that interesting? If you're someone who lives a high stressful lifestyle and then you relax, your skin goes into a different state and it doesn't quite know what to do with itself. Or the reverse, if you're a very chill, relaxed person and all of a sudden you hit a stressful moment, your skin begins to respond. Environmental climate, those are things that are really contributing to how a skin type can change. And then of course lifestyle. So if you're going through a job change or a move or a family crisis or things, all of those things can actually affect how your skin will respond, and you can actually address those with some of the Forever skincare. Now, the thing that I love about the Forever Living Products skincare is that it can actually support skin and help manage skin through these changes. So you have options to kind of mix it up a little bit. You can mix Sonia products with the Forever products and the Fleur de Jouvence products, intended for your individual needs. The most important thing is to be consistent in your skincare and to supplement your body. We all know how important supplementation is. We live in a nutrient-deprived environment these days, and because of that, supplementation is absolutely critical. Follow the suggested regimen that we're going to talk about today, and when you do that consistently and supplement what your body needs, your skin can simply begin to respond with more balance and that overall more youthful, healthy appearance. Now, one thing to note is that mature skin can always benefit with more moisture. Again, I'm going to go back to that plum and that prune scenario. The more we age, the quicker we lose water in our skin, and our skin becomes dehydrated a lot faster. So mature skin, while it may feel combination or it may feel a little bit more oily, you can always benefit with more moisture. So don't shy away as our skin matures from those really super thick, rich, wonderful creams and lotions. All right, we're going to talk about how to prep the skin right before, because if you haven't been following a skincare regimen, or even if you have, this is going to be the way to kind of set the playing ground back to zero. And you're going to start with a process called exfoliation. Skincare prep is something that's important to be mindful. There are steps, and they're actually recommended for a purpose. The Forever Living products, the skincare has been designed with purpose and intent. And that's why we recommend these steps, and that's why we recommend using these products in the order. Now, I'm going to recommend some products to be used both day and night, and I'm going to say this one should be used in the AM, this one should be used in the PM, or this one should be used in both. And people are going to say, come on, Holly, do I really need an AM lotion and a PM lotion? Why can't I just use one? And I'm going to say it's because your skin does things differently during the day than it does at night. You need protection from the sun. You need elements that help support you as you're more active. And then as you sleep, your body rejuvenates, your skin goes through more of a process that helps support the body. And that is something that your skin can benefit from with a different set of products that have been designed with intent and purpose to help support the skin what it does at night. So yes, please, as we recommend products to be used both day and night, follow the regimen. We have designed these products to give optimal efficiencies to the skin, and when used in the right way, then you too can benefit from those experiences. So that's one thing that I've absolutely been so impressed with, is the way the skincare has been formulated, how intelligent it is, and how it's truly designed to help support the natural processes of the skin. All too often we have products that are just so problematic for the skin, but with this wonderful ingredient of aloe, it is so phenomenal for the skin, and the skin is therefore put in a position where it can respond. And we go back to that communication factor. When you give your skin exactly what it needs, your skin can respond the way it really truly desires to respond. Now we're going to start with a step. This is going to be your initial prep, and this is going to set you back to ground zero in a sense. And this is using two products within our skincare line, either the Sonia Aloe Deep Cleansing Exfoliator or the Forever Aloe Scrub. Now you're going to say to me, you're going to say, Holly, why do we need to exfoliate the skin? And I'm going to tell you, it's because your skin sheds dead skin cells naturally, and it does this continuously. But every once in a while, those dead skin cells will stick to the surface of the skin. Now, when I say they're sticky, these are not things that you can brush off with your hands. They are really, really sticky. So skin science will tell us today that our skin needs occasional being the key word here, it needs help every once in a while to get rid of those dead skin cells. Now, removing those dead skin cells are going to help with the overall improvement of tone and texture in two different ways. One, when you have dead skin cells on the skin, they deflect light in all different directions, and what you see visibly in the eye is a very dull, sallow skin tone. When you remove those, the light is able to reflect in one consistent manner, and it helps to create a more radiant appearance in your skin. When you also remove them, we talked about texture. These help to eliminate what I like to call speed bumps. Now, for you men who might think, oh, skincare, and you're now asleep, right? Don't disconnect right now, because if you men use these two exfoliant products before you shave, so as a pre-shave treatment, you have the ability and the opportunity for a closer, cleaner, smoother shave with fewer nicks and cuts, because you've now removed those speed bumps that are on the surface of your skin that are getting in the way of your razor and allowing you to get a really nice, even shave. Now, for us women, we're going to use it 2 to 3 times weekly as we need it. No more. Our skin doesn't need it any more than that. And for you men, feel free to use it each time before you shave. You're just going to rub it into your bearded area, beard and mustache area. You're going to rinse it off and then shave as usual. This fresh approach, again, is going to set the skin and allow it to begin to receive the benefits and the additional intent of these products. Now, where basic is best. This is a very basic skincare regimen that I'm going to walk you through, and we're going to walk through 4 different steps. And I'm going to talk about a couple of products in that step, and then maybe in future webinars we can get a little bit more into depth on some of the benefits of our skincare, but I would like to choose and feature a couple just today. First of all, you're going to cleanse or exfoliate, and you are going to do either or. So either cleanse or exfoliate. Next, you're going to use a toning product, and I'm going to give you a list of all the products that fall in each of these categories. Then you're going to do what we consider to be target, and then finally you're going to moisturize. So I'm going to walk through all of these steps and give you how to use them, when to use them, and the products found within those categories. So we're going to start with cleansing, and this is something you're going to do morning and night. We have three options. We have the Aloe Eye Makeup Remover, the Sonia Purifying Cleanser, and the Aloe Fleur de Jouvence, woo, that's a tongue twister, Aloe Cleanser. Now, any three of these would be considered cleansing products. The eye makeup remover is kind of a pre-step to your cleanser. So you're going to, for those of you who wear cosmetics, you're going to first remove the makeup from the eye area specifically. This makeup has been designed and formulated specifically for the eye area, so it is very effective in removing color cosmetics. And then you're going to wash the skin. Again, circular motions, upwards and outwards, and simply rinse, both morning and night. Now, I have had the question, Holly, I wash my face before I go to bed. You want me to wash it the minute I wake up? And I'm going to say absolutely, because when you go to sleep, there are a lot of things happening. So not to be graphic, but things come out of our eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. And then we also have bacteria from our hair care products. And unless you're washing your pillowcases every single day, those can actually creep up on skin. So when you get up in the morning, you want to start with a fresh, clean, cleansed palette that you can begin to build on with other skincare products and hopefully the Flawless by Sonia cosmetic products. So cleanse morning and night, step one. Next, we're going to try exfoliating. Now, I have up there AM and PM, and that's simply because 2 to 3 times a week, it doesn't matter if you do it in the morning or the night, just pick one of those. So I'm giving you freedom to choose whenever you want to exfoliate, but for you ladies, we don't need more than 2 to 3 times a week. And it looks like we have an actual error in this slide, and I apologize. The exfoliant products that and I'll list these out and I'll say them again, are the purifying exfoliator and the Forever Aloe Scrub. Those are considered the two exfoliant products that would meet this category. Again, either AM or PM, but only 2 to 3 times a week, and men as a pre-shave treatment. Toning. Now, this is something that's very interesting. We all hear about the pH balance of the skin and what that does and why we need it. For me, I love toning in these products specifically here at Forever Living Products because they provide so many wonderful benefits to the skin that it's a step that I just enjoy doing. Now, it does have benefits of toning and helping to balance pH and to bring the skin palette to a really refreshed, refined look. But you have your Sonia Aloe Refreshing Toner and Aloe Fleur de Jouvence. I believe there's a hydrating toner, a rehydrating toner, and I apologize for the typos, but we have a Fleur de Jouvence rehydrating toner. Those you're going to use both morning and night, so you're going to either cleanse or exfoliate. Then you're going to tone, and you can feel free to put this on a cotton pad, or you know what I do? I just pour a little bit into my fingers and I massage it into my face because I absolutely love the way they feel, very cooling on my skin, very fresh, and I actually just skip the cotton pad and go right to my fingers and massage in. Both of them are wonderful products designed to do exactly what they were intended to do. Now we're going to talk about something else called Target. And why do we target? Well, you can have somebody who has very dry skin and somebody who has very, very oily skin, and both of them may have dark circles, under eye puffiness, and fine lines and wrinkles around their eyes. At that point, we're not addressing a skin type, but we're actually specifically looking at individual concerns. This is where you have the freedom within your skincare to really select what meets your needs and to connect with your skin. You can have the confidence in our products that we have actually designed them with intent to do exactly what they say they're going to do, and that is those are products that help address your individual concerns. So these go outside of skin type and actually help you with your individual needs and concerns. And you're going to target 2 times a week. And these Target products is actually quite an extensive list. And we're going to start with the Marine Mask and the Fleur de Jouvence Aloe Activator and Mask Powder. Now, I know these are 2 really wonderful products, and we recommend using these 2 targeted products 2 times a week. This is your pamper experience. This is a time where you're either sitting in a bathtub or where you have 5 minutes in the bathroom by yourself. Now, I know those moments are really few and far between, but this is a time where you're actually going to put your mask on, let it sit for the time recommended, and then rinse it off. And this targeted system will actually help your skin, again, with its individual needs. Now we also have other Target products, and I'm going to feature just a couple today, but I've listed all of them here. Again, products designed to address individual needs or concerns. And you're going to do these for these products listed. You're going to try these both morning and night. Again, consistency is key, and to get the ideal optimal results, use them as consistently as possible. We have our Forever Alluring Eyes, our Forever EpiBlanc, Forever Alpha E Factor, the Sonia Aloe Nourishing Serum, and the R3 Factor Skin Defense Cream. All of these are indeed intended as Target products, and I'm going to talk to you just a little bit about a couple of the benefits of those products, starting with our EpiBlanc, which is kind of a little misunderstood, I think, sometimes. This product has an amazing ingredient deck. Now, when you read the ingredient deck, you're going to think, wow, those sound, I can't even pronounce those. Are we sure that those are good for the skin? In the cosmetic world, and really because we are such a high integrity company, we actually use a naming standard for our ingredients. It's called the INCI naming standard, the International Nomenclature Cosmetic Ingredients. And this allows you to understand really what the ingredient is. And when we list it on the label by its botanical name or by its actual INCI name, this allows you to be able to source or find more information in a more quick way. And the EpiBlanc actually has a lot of amazing ingredients. So we're going to start with the sodium hyaluronate, which we know is naturally produced in the skin. It helps with moisturization. We have tocopherol, which is a natural vitamin E, and arbutin. And arbutin is actually a molecule that's extracted from the bearberry plant. And this is an ingredient that can help support a really even tone and texture in the skin. So this is one of the ingredients that help with that EpiBlanc effect. And then Rumex, which you'll read on the label, is also designed to assist the arbutin. This is where smart science comes into play, and you have a combination of those two ingredients that help to support the intent of the product. So when you use this, this is a spot treatment product designed to address your individual needs. Now I want to talk about a really special product, and that is our Alpha E Factor. Now you look at this and you think, oh, it's an oil, and if I have oily skin, I'm not going to want to put it on my skin. No, you've got to dispel that belief. This is a wonderful product because of all the vitamins it has. It has retinol palmitate, which is vitamin A. Big name, it's vitamin A. Tocopherol acetate, big name, it's vitamin E. And then you also have a vitamin C in your ascorbyl palmitate. So big words, all they are, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. This also has lecithin. Lecithin is a phospholipid, and what you need to know about a phospholipid is this is the oil factor in your skin that helps to keep your skin soft and smooth and supple. When we can support that natural process, we're way ahead of the game. And then you have borage seed. Now, borage seed is a really interesting ingredient because it has a high amount of linoleic acid, which is omega-6 essential fatty acid. So you can do the math. You have two really powerful ingredients designed to help with that smooth and supple factor of the skin. An amazing product to use and recommended to use both morning and night. Again, we talked about why it's important to moisturize both in the AM and PM. We have 3 ingredients that would be designed for AM use, and that would be your Sonia Aloe Balancing Cream, the Fleur de Jouvence Firming Day Cream, that should be. And then I would recommend using the Flawless by Sonia Aloe BB Cream after with an additional SPF of 50 to help prevent that one extrinsic factor that we can control, and that's sun exposure. Can't control the sun, we can control how we protect our skin from it. And then you're going to moisturize in the PM, and we have 2 wonderful rich ingredient products that are designed, again, to support the different functions of the skin during those different times of day. We have the Deep Moisturizing Cream, and then the Fleur de Jouvence Recovering Night Cream, both suitable for PM use. Be consistent, daytime, nighttime. And then we're going to look a little bit closer at a couple of other products that we can use on the skin. Can you use aloe moisturizing lotion or aloe vera jelly on your face? Absolutely. In fact, I encourage you to do so because the aloe moisturizing lotion is a phenomenal cosmetic primer. So once you do this amazing skincare, put that on. If you're using a competitor brand of liquid foundation, don't tell me about it. But if you're going to, use this as a cosmetic primer to help prime the skin, smooth out overall tone and texture of the skin. And then aloe vera jelly, which is really can help with that angry skin once your person has consulted a professional because of all the wonderful benefits. And listen, I don't need to tell you about all the benefits of aloe vera, but please feel free to use this on your face. Remember, dose matters, so use them in a small amount. You can always add more. It's a lot harder to remove too much, so go slowly. And then supplementing the body, because again, the skin's an organ and you want to supplement from the inside as well as the outside. And we can always look at a kind of a beauty from the inside out, where you have your Forever Aloe Vera Gel, because your skin's a mirror. It tells what's going on in your body and it reflects it outward. And when you help to balance and give those supplements, that fighting chance to give you some additional benefits, it's all the better. We have our A Beta Care, which has vitamins A and E, which are critical for the appearance of skin health. And then we also have our really wonderful Forever Active HA, which has hyaluronic acid, which actually binds water. And I don't have to tell you again about that fruit analogy about what water can do for the skin. You know, you should be very proud. We have amazing skincare products. We have amazing products that were designed with intent and with purpose, designed to give the skin exactly what it needs. And I so look forward to meeting each and every one of you and working with you to create your successful skincare regimen. Thank you so much for your time and have a beautiful day.
The Forever Business Opportunity webinar. We're very excited you've joined us today to learn more about how Forever can help you look better, feel better, and live the life of your dreams. My name is Bill Lewis, and it's my privilege to be your presenter today. I'm a third-generation network marketer and have been involved in the industry ever since my grandmother and father sponsored into another company back in 1961. After a successful career for 17 years with this other company, I was introduced to Forever Living Products just a few days after it was formed. At that time, I wasn't interested in joining, as my grandmother, father, and I were earning a six-figure income with the other company. But as I watched Forever grow and saw the results people got with the stabilized aloe, I decided to join about a year later. It was a decision I have never regretted. My wife and I went to work and built a Sapphire Manager business in a little over 2 years, and earned so much more than we ever did with the other company. That's why I'm very excited to share something with you that's made a positive difference in my life. I truly believe that this can be a transformative moment for your life as well. I know you probably have a lot of questions, so today we're going to concentrate on 3. First of all, who is Forever? What do we do? And how do we do it? Who is Forever? Forever Living Products was founded in 1978. It was started with a man with an incredible vision, a man named Rex Mon. His vision was to enhance the health and well-being of millions of people the natural way, using a miraculous plant, the aloe vera plant, and to create a company that could give ordinary people the opportunity to live extraordinary lives. He didn't do it alone. He was wise enough to build a talented team of some of the brightest, most talented people around, serving at the global headquarters in Scottsdale and in our country offices around the world. If you take the combined experience of this group of individuals, it's more than 300 years of experience in the network marketing industry. These people have been with the company for a minimum of 15 years, some of us more than 30 years. You will not find that kind of leadership in any other opportunity or company that you may come across. We are the world's largest aloe vera company. In 1978, few had even heard of aloe vera. At that time, there was no stable, reliable way of getting aloe to the market. Forever revolutionized the industry through a patented stabilization process that makes aloe storable, shippable, and available worldwide. While Forever began in a single country, the United States, we currently operate successfully in over 155 countries. We are on every continent, a truly global enterprise. Forever has a long history of financial stability. We own most of our offices, all of our farms, factories, and distribution hubs. Forever has enjoyed strong growth since 1978 without incurring any meaningful debt. While other companies failed during the recent global financial difficulties, Forever has remained strong and independent. Since 1978, there have been booms and there have been busts, but Forever has survived and thrived, getting stronger each year. Forever is a stable, secure place to build your business. Next, what do we do here at Forever to create such growth and stability? Well, not only do we grow our own aloe vera, but we own the ground, the irrigation equipment, the tractors, and the trucks. We have farms in Texas and the Dominican Republic. Thousands of acres of aloe vera as far as the eye can see. We also own and control all the processing and manufacturing of our products. We do this to ensure a consistent supply of the world's finest aloe vera. We also own our own research and development capability as well. Our scientists are certified in the latest technologies and methods. Nobody puts more care and attention to quality than Forever. Our labs and manufacturing facilities are state-of-the-art. Most other network marketing companies can't afford this capability and thereby use third-party companies to make their products. Forever is different. We control our products from the soil to delivery to you. A difference you can taste and feel, a difference you can trust. We produce incredible skin and personal care products everyone uses every day. Tooth gels, soaps, lotions, creams, and a full line of makeup. This is a massive opportunity for Forever business owners. The global market for weight management produces products is predicted to be $586 billion in 2015. Forever has amazing products to help people manage their weight. Products like our Clean 9 and Fit 1 and 2 product packs that combine the right combination of products along with nutritional and exercise guidance. Let's start with the Clean 9. Clean 9 will help you look and feel better in only 9 days. And at less than $100 retail, it's a simple way to get started without hurting your wallet. The benefits of Clean 9 include the elimination of stored toxins, which can help your body from absorbing the highest quantity of the nutrients from your food. The program will teach you how to reset bad food habits, leaving you looking better and feeling more energized. This is one of our most effective business builder products, and it's great for introducing our products and the Forever opportunity to others. Forever also has a nutritional supplement product line that is both wide and deep, from daily vitamins for adults and kids to specific supplements for specific nutritional needs. For anyone who is looking for the highest quality nutritional program to support their daily health, Vital 5 is the right choice after completing Clean 9. Made up of 5 essential Forever products, Vital 5 helps to support many systems in the body while providing a solid foundation of advanced nutrition. Vital 5 is core nutrition that everyone needs every day and can be accelerated with other Forever products to meet your specific needs. Vital 5 is for everyone, every month. Forever also has an essential oils product line that is both wide and deep. From the 3 single notes of lemon, peppermint, and lavender to the blends designed to meet specific needs, Forever's entry into this vital new category opens up unlimited potential to new customers and business owners. Now, how do we do it? Well, to understand how we do it, we first need to understand how the traditional retail marketplace works, because we work a bit differently than that one. The traditional retail model was developed in England during the Industrial Revolution. This process hasn't changed much in over 300 years. It starts with a grower who sends their harvest to a manufacturer. The manufacturer produces a product and sells it to a wholesaler. The wholesaler distributes it to many different retail stores who then sells it to a consumer. Each step along the way, there are expenses to pay and profits to earn. Now, while there's nothing necessarily wrong with this traditional retail pathway, however, Forever Living chooses to do it a bit differently. What Forever does is far more straightforward. Forever grows, produces, and distributes the world's finest aloe-based products. They distribute them through you and I, Forever business owners. Those profits that traditionally would go to the middlemen now go to us. Forever business owners have two streams of income. We have consumers that simply love our products, and we have team members who, like us, seek to build forever businesses. The forever opportunity is like a growing tree. As you add new team members, you add new branches. Those new branches produce new branches themselves. With consistent effort over time, you have a large tree stemming from your single trunk, your forever business. What are the advantages of running your own forever business? Well, first, you get to decide when and how much you want to work. 90% of us start part-time in our spare time. Next, you can become a better person, your best self. Forever business owners work with friends and colleagues, people you choose to work with. And finally, you decide how much you want to earn. You have the products, support, and system you need. You are literally plugging into a proven system of success, both locally and globally. There are three paths to becoming a successful business owner. The first path is to use the products and share them with others. This is essentially a retail business. Your second option is to begin building a small team of people who, like you, are looking for something extra in life. People who will both use and share the products and find others who will do the same. Finally, as you gain team members who begin building large teams, you become a business developer, helping others to do as you have done. Let's go back and look at each of these steps in more detail. First, your business starts with gaining personal experience and making recommendations to others. In other words, developing a retail business. 90% of us are not salespeople. We simply use the products and recommend them to others. Many forever business owners never have more than 15 to 20 customers. Typically, with this type of business, one can earn between $0 and $400 per month. While that may not pay the mortgage, it can take some pressure off the monthly household budget. The next step is to build a small team. As you recommend the products to others, you'll find that some of your customers have the same motivations as you. As you build a small team of 15 to 25 individuals, each with their own customers, each building their own teams, you can expect to earn between $0 and $2,500 a month. For most of us, that'll pay the mortgage and make a major difference in our monthly budget. Finally, you're able to build a large team, introducing the forever opportunity to others who will do the same over and over again. Your consistent effort over time will produce remarkable and life-changing results. When you've taken this step, things really start to get exciting. Not only are you making serious money, but you qualify for a variety of bonuses and incentives as well, such as the Chairman's Bonus, Forever's annual Global Performance Bonus, in addition to your regular monthly income. Last year's top performer earned a check for $1.3 million. Forever pays out large sums to hundreds of people like you and me. $22 million last year alone. Paid to people who keep up their activity and do what works over and over and over again. Our best performers also happen to be those who have the most fun at what they do. Another popular incentive is our earned income incentive, which we also call Forever to Drive. You can earn up to $9,600 per year to use however you wish. Most use it to pay for the car of their dreams. It's the incentive that also works for you, reminding members of your team what they can achieve if they work hard. Another great incentive is global travel. There are 2 trips per year available to everyone who achieves the incentive criteria. Last year was London and Lake Tahoe. This year, Singapore and Cancun. Next year, we have Greece and South Africa. All expenses paid, including spending money. Thousands of forever business owners will be there, and you can be there as well. There are also further advantages of being part of Forever. You live the lifestyle of the self-employed without having to worry about the many challenges that come with owning a brick-and-mortar business. You can leave a willable income to whomever you choose long after you have lived a long, fulfilling life. A large, growing, forever business with hundreds or even thousands of team members produces a monthly income stream that flows to you every hour of every day. Does all this seem too good to be true? Well, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Believe me, it's hard work. Make no mistake, successful business owners have worked long and hard. You do have to dream big. You do have to have a positive attitude. You have to learn from those around you and understand that this is a social business. You interact with people. You need to be bold. Many will say no, a few will say yes. You needn't become discouraged. You need to enjoy the products and recommend them to others. If you're consistent, in time, you will be successful. Now, there are moments in all of our lives that can change us forever. For me, one of those moments was hearing a presentation like this and deciding to give it a shot. I'm glad I did, because Forever has made such a big difference in my life. I still had a lot of questions when I signed up for my first order, but one thing I did know, I wanted more out of my life. I wanted things to change.
Our lives are shaped by the decisions we make. Most decisions are of little consequence. Some are big. A few have the power to change our lives forever. We don't always recognize the power of these decisions at the time. It's only when we look back, we're amazed at how our lives can change. On a look, an idea, or simply finding the courage to act. These life-changing decisions define us. They determine how we spend our days, how we earn our living, with whom we work and play. We see others who seem to have more freedom, more time, more control of their lives, and we wonder, could that be me? Could I change the course of my life? The life of my family? Every moment holds new possibilities. Every decision opens new opportunities. When we live with hope and courage, when we open ourselves to the possibility of a better future, we see with new eyes, with clearer vision. And once again, we can be amazed at how our lives can be changed forever in just a moment with a single decision. Are you ready for a change? Is this your moment?
You can change your life, and you don't have to do it alone. Millions of people around the world have changed their lives by becoming a part of the Forever family. A wise man once said, "Decisions determine destiny." You now have the opportunity to make a decision that can determine your destiny and the destiny of those you love. You can decide to get started. To get started, order your first products and experience how they work in your life. Also, you can start learning more about Forever, to get answers to your questions and to learn more about how to change your life through building a Forever business. Well, I want you to know that Forever Living is an absolute wonderful opportunity, and I encourage you to give it a try like I did some almost 37 years ago. Well, it's time to close our presentation today. Thank you so much for being with us. This presentation has been recorded and will be available for you to review in about 24 hours. You will receive a link via email. We invite you to become a Forever business owner and to join us for special webinar training to help you get started. It will be broadcast this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, we wish you all the best as you work to build your Forever business. Bye for now.